The main characters of the Expanse and the heroes of the solar system, the crew members of the Rocinante, have very different backgrounds, and this is their story.
Ocean blue, pulling up in the easy shoes. I want a penthouse, yeah, I want a crib with a view every quarter of the year.
So before we start, I just wanted it to be known that I'll not be going over each individual crew member after the Canterbury. I will summarize the events of the Rocinante in a second part to this video. I will also not be going over the history of Shed, as he is never truly part of the crew of the Rocinante. So let's get started, and I hope you enjoy. As of the end of Season 4, James Jim Holden is the captain of the legitimately salvaged Martian gunship the Rocinante. Holden had a strange upbringing. He was born in Montana between 30 and 21 BXT, before extrasolar technology, to 8 different parents who mixed their DNA to have a son that was born of all of them. Jim wasn't born of 8 parents for no reason. His sole intended purpose in life was to protect his family's patch of wilderness from being developed like most of Earth at the time. Jim, however, decided to rebel against this fate when his closest parent, Elise, told him that he was born to fight a losing battle, and that he should run as far as possible from the farm. When he was told this, Jim decided to join the Earth Navy and escape the farm by going into the stars. Holden served the Earth Navy for 7 years, ending as a first lieutenant aboard the UNN Zhang Fei, and he would have continued to serve if it wasn't for an ideological conflict with a superior officer that turned physical. After Holden swung at the officer and missed, breaking his hand on a bulkhead, he was court-martialed and dishonorably discharged. After his discharge, Holden takes up a contract with the company Pure and Clean on an ice hauler known as the Canterbury. Holden's time on the Canterbury as second officer was important to his time on the Rocinante because it taught him how to lead people. He was so good at it, in fact, that his captain offered him the first officer position when the previous first officer went mad. Every ship needs an engineer to keep it running, and the Rocinante is no different. Naomi Nagata grew up in the belt, serving on various mining vessels where, due to the often broken or low-quality parts, she was forced to learn how to improvise. This skill would save her and the crew's lives many times on the Rocinante. While working on the mining vessels, Naomi was also learning in a more traditional sense. By the time of the Canterbury, Naomi had educated herself, earning multiple advanced degrees. Because of this, by the time of the Scapulae incident, she was chief engineer of the Canterbury. While Naomi seemed to all a model belter, she had a dark past. Naomi was born on Ceres Station, and after her parents died, she fell in with the wrong crowd. As she admits to Holden later, she fell in with the OPA, and specifically the pirate Marcus Inaros. The real bombshell is that she even had a kid with Inaros that Inaros is keeping from her. Due to the pain of her past, Naomi has a hard time talking about it, even to her closest friends. In fact, until late in the series, the only person that might have known something of her past is Amos Burton. Amos is the most mysterious of the Rocinante crew. As a mechanic aboard the Canterbury, he served under Naomi, and though we don't know how or why they are close, we do know they are very close. Throughout the series, Amos is very guarded about his past. In fact, all we learn about him for most of the show is that he was born on Earth in Baltimore and that he had a tough childhood. While we don't know many specifics, there are a few things we can assume about his past due to things Amos has said. While in a nightclub in the episode Rock Bottom, Amos and Alex are talking, and Amos says he grew up in a place like this while referring to the nightclub. He also references that he might have worked in the sex industry. This can lead us to assume that he was prostituted as a child in Baltimore. This would also explain some of his actions during the show, such as his ability to hide his emotions and his protectiveness of children. His horrible childhood also had an effect on his psyche, as throughout the show, Amos shows that he is able to turn off the little emotion he has and resort to acts of extreme violence. Last but not least is the pilot of the Rocinante, Alex Kamal. Compared to the rest of his crewmates, Alex had a very easy and normal life on Mars. As far as we know, he had 2 parents and grew up like a normal kid in the Mariner Valley. However, this complacent life made Alex restless, and unlike the rest of his family who wanted to work on the Mars terraforming project, Alex wanted adventure. This need for adventure caused Alex to join the Martian Navy, where he served for many years as a transport pilot. This was a bad choice for the MCRN, as they wasted one of the best pilots in the Sol system. After his tour, he was given an honorable service discharge, and still having a thirst for adventure, he signed on as a pilot on the ill-fated Canterbury, and the rest, as they say, is history. Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe. Also, I'm planning on making a part 2 where I'll be doing the cruise bio after the Canterbury. So stay tuned for that. Cheers.